Did you listen to a Confessions of a Female Founder with Megan SUSSEX, aka the Duchess of Sussex? Absolutely love this podcast. The first episode was amazing. There were so many things that resonated with me. Oh my God. First of all, I love the title of it. This is such an underserved area for female founders. We need a platform that we can talk about the things that we have built or are building. The first thing that resonated with me was her explanation of why she created this podcast and how she put herself into that. Number two, I love how she greeted her friend when she said, "How are you doing, beauty?" Like she set the tone to make her feel comfortable, for her to know that we are friends, but we are sitting here talking business is not necessarily a podcast. I want you to feel comfortable so you can be vulnerable in talking about your ups and downs as a founder. Absolutely love that. And then I loved how when they talked about when you are creating something, it's actually the essence of you. And that is so true because I am a founder myself. I have been creating things and building as an entrepreneur for 17 years. So when I tell you I am going to love this podcast, I will be tuning in every single time that it drops, and I'll be taking notes just like I did today. So if you haven't tuned in, please go give it a listen and support.
So I've just finished listening to the first episode of Confessions of a Female Founder with Megan. And you know me, I love podcasts, and I particularly love this episode because for those of us supporters of Megan SUSSEX and those of us who really tune in and really hear, I think it's just beautiful work that Megan is doing, because she's dropping all these beautiful nuggets for us, her supporters, in really telling us her healing journey. And I said this before in, I think it was the episode of With Love, the one with her neighbor Vicky, that, you know, I can tell so much how much Megan's black mama is just the pillar of this phoenix who has just risen from the ashes. Because, you know, there are moments in this conversation she's having with Whitney Wolf Hurd, who is a female entrepreneur. I believe she was involved in Tinder, and then she set up Bumble. And, you know, there's so many parallels between their lives, and there's a genuine friendship there. But it's how they talk about these parallels, and those parallels are the indications of exactly what Megan went through. And there are times where she's saying, oh yeah, and you know, this was what was going on. But it's the subtleties of just the journey that she has been through. But where I see Mama Doria in all this is that she wouldn't let her baby break. She wouldn't let her baby break with everything that was thrown at her. And it's so encouraging and so inspiring, because one thing I can tell the haters, and I don't think they can even tune into this, because this is intellectual conversation. This is a high vibration type. It's not for those who are limited, because this is, you have to listen. And you know, most people, even on this app, they can't sit past a 3-minute thing. So 30 minutes is going to be a big ask for some people. But it's beautiful, because that's where you also see that black tenacity, that black spirit, that culture. Because as a black mom to biracial children, I identify with Doria, because I know the work she's put in behind the scenes for Megan to just be back, and to be bold, and to be just as expressive. Just even hearing her voice, you can hear it in her voice that this is not that girl that they thought they could just like do what they did to her, because the results are just showing themselves. And I think I think I'm a year or two older than Megan, and I get it. I get it, Megan. I get it, and I'm just loving it because she's so bright and intellectual and real. It's the authenticity of this. For those who understand authenticity, because you're hearing it verbatim from the horse's mouth. And those who can appreciate that can appreciate it. I'm one of those people who can, because I get my information from the source. And I love this. And I also loved Whitney's side of things because again, as a woman who has done a lot of businesses and things over the years, it's so relatable in that, the stories they tell about packaging and boxing and this and that, they're the real stories of when you start a company and things like that. But I just love this. I love this, and I can't wait for all the other guests she's going to have on, because this is, in essence, it's a beautiful tapestry of all the different layers of Megan, her support system, her genuine friends, and her healing journey. And it's being told to us in the form of, With Love, Megan, and the podcast, and the product, and those are the results that are tangible of someone who was broken, or who they thought they broke, who was just, it's the most inspirational story for young women, young women everywhere. But and there's a bit in this episode where she says, you know what, again, to paraphrase, just in the end, you put yourself first and you show up as yourself, and whoever likes it, and whoever doesn't like it, they don't like it, and it's okay. I just want to make products that I can share with people I love and share with people. And those are the people who support Megan, are the people who are not interested in all the nonsense and are here because there's a depth to you, as well as understanding and hearing somebody's voice for who they are, and it was brilliant. Another really good product from Megan, the SUSSEX. But don't take my word for it. Go listen to the episode yourself. However, I am going to tell you, it's for, people who are smart. It's not it's not for people who don't understand things, and particularly those who are still struggling with all the struggles they struggle with. But this was brilliant. Bravo, Megan SUSSEX. I love this episode, and I can't wait for next week's episode.
It's finally here. I listened to the first episode of Megan SUSSEX, aka Meghan Markle's new podcast, The Confessions of a Female Founder with Megan. And the first episode was with Bumble's, yes, the dating app, founder, Whitney Wolfe Herd. And I must say, I not only enjoyed this episode, but I'm really enjoying this podcast so far. The first episode was called The Evolution of the Entrepreneur with Bumble's Whitney Wolfe Herd. And I will say, even though this is a very niche podcast, I think it is anyone who wants to start a business or anyone who wants to be inspired should listen to this podcast. It's very inspirational. It is very getting a first eye, up close and personal view of what it's like to start a business, small, big, or whatever. And I know the audience that this podcast may be more targeted towards is women, but They also made it clear that this is for anyone. And as someone who does have aspirations of starting some sort of business, I don't know yet, but I feel like I have that entrepreneur spirit. This was something that really resonated with me. And I said this before, I just like seeing Megan in these type of spaces where she's just having these conversations and it's just like you're just on a fly on the wall watching two friends talking. One of the biggest revelations from this episode was that Megan revealed that she and Whitney shared similar experiences with postpartum preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is a rare condition that occurs when you have high blood pressure and excess protein in your urine soon after childbirth. And it's also very, very rare, and it's very, very dangerous where you can potentially pass. I got up early this morning to listen, and it went by fast, but it never lost my attention.
For example, a month ago, I was absolutely consumed with packaging. Boxes. That's all I could think about. And I would sit there doing the unboxing in my head. Is there tissue paper? What about the packing peanuts? But they're biodegradable. And where does the sticker go? And hold on, what size the box is going to be? And no, that's not going to fit all the SKUs. Oh my gosh. And then someone says, but you don't want to brand the outside of the box because of porch pirates. Had never heard that before. What's a porch pirate? And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, does any of this actually matter?
Look at how beautiful this is. Like, look at the care that went into these packages. Like, obviously they're stickers, but it's just like such a nice personal touch. Oh my gosh, look at the packaging. Look at the care. Oh my gosh, I thought only the celebrities who got the nice boxes got one of these. Look at that. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. I don't want to break it. I don't want to break the seal. And packing peanuts so nothing would break. Packaging is just so beautiful. It really just feels like that personal touch, and I'm sure that's exactly what her goal was. But like genuinely, like seeing the box on my doorstep with like that sticker that has her handwriting on it was just like, it was like, I have a package from Megan. It was really lovely. So I think she absolutely nailed it. I think this is really just, you can tell the thought that went into every step of creating this company and these products.
This just arrived from Megan. I am so excited. Okay, it's beautiful. As ever box. I know her writing. This needs to be like a font we can all download. So I was shopping, probably like so many of you, clearly, yesterday on the site, and everything, literally the entire site sold out in minutes. So it let me buy 2 jams. I got two jams. I was trying to do Christmas shopping for like the whole family, trying to buy some gifts and just stock up, and I was so excited, and it was everything sold out. So I'm excited. I don't know what's inside of this. I'm excited. I'm gonna open it with you guys. Oh, it says enjoy. Enjoy, Megan. Beautiful. Okay. And I just have to say, from one entrepreneur to another, Megan, from one friend to another, congratulations. I remember the first time I ever sold out with cosmetics on QVC. I started crying on national television. It is so rare that an entrepreneur launches and like sells out. And when I saw everything sold out yesterday, I literally started getting emotional. I started crying.
Well, you racist white bitches could get mad all over again, because Megan SUSSEX, had whole line sold out in an hour. How many of you bitches went and bought her shit? Because I know you did. You hate her so much, but yet you want to be her. That's all it is. Just like y'all want to be black women, but you hate the black woman. Lip fillers, boob jobs, ass jobs, everything jobs. You're getting everything fixed and remodeled or moved around on your ass so you could look like a black woman. Just like the white women did in the 1800s. And that's why we have bustles. Because the white man would look at the black woman's nice big asses, and they would turn around and look at his wife, and her ass was as flat as a goddamn board. And then those bitches came up with bustles. That's how you know it. Look it up. Bustles.
do? You put your cute little glovies on.
I did it. I don't need help.
That's enough. Sugar daddies are different.
My hand. Whoops.
Yeah, put them here.
That one?
Yeah.
Oops.
Isn't that what you told me to do? Hang on, just tap.
Our talent crush. Who's your girl crush? Wait, hold on. You have one little dot on your nose. It was just water, I think.
I'm watching the new Meghan Markle documentary or like docu-series on Netflix called With Love, Meghan. And then I'm scrolling TikTok and I see people being mean to her, being judgmental, being just nasty. Leave her alone. I don't understand it. Why don't you like her? I don't get it. Like, are you okay? Like, what did she do to you? I'm so confused. In this series, she looks so sweet, so bubbly, so just kind, which is how I've always seen her in every other series. And I just don't get the hate. So stop. Back off. Leave her alone. You're gonna piss me off.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to go there? Let's go. Well, it's not lost on me that most of the comments that are saying that the hate against Meghan Markle isn't about race aren't coming from Black people or people of color in general. I wonder why that is. I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. If you are not a person of color and you have never experienced racism firsthand, then you do not get to decide what constitutes as racism or microaggressions. Period. But allow me to begin to explain to you why the situation with Meghan is different than other Black women that you may know. Meghan Markle married a prince, not just any prince, a prince of the monarchy in England, where a large majority of Black women across the world could never have imagined themselves having the fairy tale of marrying a prince or a king, except for in Disney movies, to be honest with you. And that was only as of recently. Shout out to Princess Tiana. White women have been able to fantasize about the idea of being a princess, of being a queen, of being Princess Diana, of being Queen Elizabeth. Black women have not had that same luxury, if you will. Meghan Markle represents a fairy tale realized. But in the minds of white women who have had this fantasy, she's probably not what they imagined as their princess. And you know what? I can't even fault you for that, because when I think of a princess, she's probably not the first one to come to mind either. As a Black woman who has been indoctrinated with westernized ideals of what a beauty standard is and what a princess or a queen can be, I too would probably first imagine a white woman. A white woman would probably pop into my head first. So it's not the fault of white women that she's probably not their ideal representation of what a queen or a princess would look like in a westernized society. The problem comes in because it's not something that they have to fantasize. She is Meghan Markle, aka Megan Sussex, the Duchess of Sussex. And y'all are fucking mad about it. And if you are mad about it, it's probably because you're racist. I hope that helps. The problem that a lot of racist white women have, and I say racist because not all white women think this way, is that it was her and not them. But if it was any other person, If it was another white woman, they would not have this same problem. If it was any white actress in Hollywood, they would not have this problem. It is because she is half Black. Now let's skip on over to the relatability aspect of things, because this is a real kicker for me. Megan is not relatable. To who? Megan is not relatable to who? I'll wait. I want to know first and foremost why so many of you think that Megan needs to be relatable to you. Quickly. I personally find Megan to be very relatable, and I'm not a motherfucking princess. She is a woman of color who is in the industry, she's successful, and she went after love, and she chose love over all else. To me, that's relatable. But it's interesting that so many racists are saying that she's not relatable, while also saying that the things that she's doing on her Netflix show are things that they are capable of themselves. You're not impressed by her crudité. You're not impressed by her fruit plate, because you can make a better one, wherever the fuck you come from. If not relatable, then why relatable shaped? If she's not relatable, then why are you saying that you can do exactly what she does? Sounds like you can relate. Sounds like you can exceed what she's doing. Isn't that what you said in your comments, Betty Lou? Also, this idea that celebrities or influencers need to be relatable to you is so weird to me. Because the same people who are saying these things are the same people who are following people who are on private jets every single weekend, have houses in the Hamptons, have a collection of 30 Birkins. Like, do you have a collection of 30 Birkins? Do you have one Birkin? Quickly. Is that relatable to you? No. Because you don't need those people to be relatable to you, but you're fine with it because they are white. Hope that helps. Then there's the conversation surrounding Megan's authenticity or inauthenticity, as I've seen so many comments state. Inauthentic to who? To whomst? I watch the show. She seems very authentic to me. She seems like she is actually in her element to me. Is she inauthentic, or is she inauthentic into the way that you have preconceived Black women or biracial women or mixed women, and how we are meant to behave, how we are meant to live, our social status, what we are meant to care about, the luxuries that we are meant to enjoy? Quickly, hurry up. There is a lot of overt and covert racism and microaggression that takes place in the conversation surrounding Meghan Markle. And if you don't understand that, then there is a strong possibility that you are on the wrong side of the conversation. And when it really comes down to it, at the base of it all, it was never gonna be you. It was never gonna be you. And that's why you're mad. It was never going to be you. It was always gonna be her. And that is what upsets you the most. Because Meghan Markle is exceptional. You force us into this space of needing to be exceptional in order to be accepted, and she is. She is beautiful, she is talented, she is smart, she's well educated, she's well spoken, and you're still mad because it's her and not you. But it was never gonna be you. It was always gonna be her. When it came down to it, that man chose her over everything. He chose love over everything and over the sound of your annoying, grating voice. She is living a soft life. A biracial woman is living a soft life and you're mad about it. The vitriol is rooted in racism. Y'all tell on yourselves every single time. But Megan, I wish you the best, girl. Keep standing on these bitches' throats. You're so mad. And I love to see it. You want to know why? Because you're hateful. And you deserve to be upset. Hope that helps.
Hey, white people, screw Black History Month. Tell them, Loki. There's 5 Black Americans buried in Arlington National Cemetery that the White House no longer cares for you to know about. Arlington National Cemetery is 639 acres and over 400,000 people are buried here. That's soldiers, that's family dependents, and even foreign nationals. This is one of the most badass black American soldiers that you've never heard of. He's one of the first black pilots in the United States military. He was one of the last living Tuskegee Airmen. He had 409 combat missions in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Who am I talking about? The badass General Charles McGee. General Charles Young was a West Point graduate and the first honorary member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Now, I said general, but if you look at his tombstone, it actually says colonel. And here's why. See, World War I broke out, and white officers did not want to have a black commanding officer, so they said that he was unfit for service. Well, Charles Young showed him. He rode his horse 497 miles from Wilberforce, Ohio to Washington, D.C., and still, they said he wasn't fit. However, in 2022, they finally made him a general. The man, the myth, the legend, General Colin Powell was a soldier in the United States military for 35 years. He did 2 tours in Vietnam. He was awarded the Bronze Star and a Purple Heart. He also became the youngest and the first black American Joint Chiefs of Staff and the first black American Secretary of State. They don't make him like Colin Powell anymore. Matthew Henson did 7 polar expeditions in 23 years, but was the first person to ever actually reach the North Pole. He died in 1955 and was buried in New York, but in 1988, President Ronald Reagan made an exception to the National Cemetery's burial policies and had him and his wife reinterred right here. He was a surgeon, a Civil War veteran. He's the first black American hospital administrator in U.S. history, and he's the first black American faculty member at the Howard University. Dr. Alexander Thomas Augusta went to medical school in Canada because no white medical school would accept him here. And upon completion and graduation with honors, he applied to the Army to be a surgeon, and they turned him down due to the color of his skin. So he wrote Abraham Lincoln a letter. He went to D.C. to plead his case, and the U.S. Army's board agreed to test him. And he tested off the charts, and they hired him, entering at the rank of major. Now, most of you don't realize we walked 7.5 miles making this video today. Now, I know I needed 7.5 miles, but I want you to remember one thing. Black history is American history and not just an epic February. You just gonna leave me here? Yep.
Large protests across the country over the weekend, all over the country, against President Trump's policies, especially deep cuts to government services. As Nicole Killian shows us, people turned out in large numbers, not just in liberal cities, but also in more conservative areas.
In cities big and small, a sea of people. Oregon to Ohio.
The only way you can change is if people get out and make their voices heard.
Denver to Detroit.
Tariffs are just going to raise prices for everybody.
California to Connecticut. And in New York City.
Losing our money, all our 401ks for retired people. We don't work anymore. You just don't get that back.
Signs of anger directed at President Trump and his policies.
From everything to people's rights, to transgender, to trying to get rid of unions.
We are fighting literally for democracy.
The hands-off rallies were held in all 50 states in more than 1,200 locations, including outside the president's Palm Beach golf course. And steps from the White House where members of Congress joined.
To Donald Trump, I say, get your off the golf course and face the people. America first. It's Trump first.
Frustration even stretched across the pond in Paris, Lisbon, and London.
We really want to send a message of solidarity to our friends and families back in America.
Overall, these were peaceful protests with very few arrests. In response, the White House said the president will always protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. That's despite job cuts recently to some of the agencies that handle those benefits.
Only 1 out of 4 blacks in America have a mom and a dad around.
You know how magicians get you to look up here so you don't realize that this has been in your face the whole time? Focus on the black community, that way we don't have to talk about the problems in the white community. You're worried about raindrops, I'm worried about the flood. 75% of white-collar crime in 2022 was committed by white people. 75%. White household income is roughly $80,000 a year. Black household income is roughly $53,000 a year. I know you like a good per capita number, so 41 out of every 1,000 white people have a schmopioid addiction issue. 18 out of every 1,000 black people. That's more than double. Mental health issues. 22 out of every 100 white. 17 out of every 100 black. This one's a doozy, hold on. The self-unaliving rate is 15.7 per 100,000 white, or 7.5 per 100,000 black. Double and then some, white people. Thought everything was good for us and we got all the good things. Why are we doing that to ourselves? And why aren't we talking about it? Now you also like to bring up welfare programs. You ready? SNAP or food stamps. 38.6% Caucasian. 24% black. To those white people who say, I don't use welfare, public school systems are welfare programs. Look it up. Not only is it money, but we also have a higher life expectancy by like 4 years and 3 months.
I have a message for you. All of ya. You wanna come to Europe, huh? Stupid. I get so many questions. Chef, I wanna work with you here in Europe. Chef, arrange a job for me in Europe. Guys, life is a bitch in Europe. Life is not what you think it is in Europe. And your brothers and sisters that are here now will not tell you that because they're already ashamed. Okay? They're already ashamed. So they come home to you, they say, oh, life is fantastic. It's not. I lived 14 years in Tanzania. 14 years. Life is better. There's so much opportunity in Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. All my brothers and sisters there, trust me. If you work hard, you graft hard, your life is much better. You want to know what's happening here in Europe when you come here? I'll give you my breakdown, okay? My flat, my tiny flat, 1,400 euros a month. My energy bill, 250 euros a month. My gas bill, 100 euros a month. My car license, my car insurance, 45 euros. My mobile phone, 50 euros. My TV, 40 euros. My local government tax, 160 euros a month. My list goes on. At the end of the month, I spent 3,000 euros only bills. And I'm not even fucking living yet. Then I have to buy my groceries, all my shit. So I come down to 4,000 euros. And you people, you think you come here, oh, I earn 4,000 euros. No, you're not, you dumb fuck. You pay taxes and bills and you cannot escape it. You cannot escape those bills. The system is created that way. So if you earn your 400 euros in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Congo, you're way better off. And you have fucking freedom and a beautiful country. I want to quit in Europe. The only good thing here is my kids' education. That's it. But when that little fucker turns 18, I'm flying away back to Tanzania with the grace of God. So please stop asking me for jobs and shit from Africa. Life is not what you think it is. Suck on that. Now get the fuck back to work.
Okay, I'm weak. Look at this. America falling apart. Meanwhile, black people learning a new line dance with fans. I ain't even gonna hold you. If you don't know nothing else about black people, know this. We know how to make the best of a bad situation with no problem. No matter what is going on, history has proven black people will always overcome. And we're gonna find us something good to laugh about and do. So with that being said, look, where them fans at?
So I just saw on the news that there is a black female-owned business called Chubby Chicks, and the owner, Shakira Turner, says that her neighboring businesses are bullying her and not making her feel welcome in the neighborhood. So you know what, Shakira? I'm gonna come in and try your food because it looks good as shit. I'm running because she closes at 3 and it's 2:15, and I don't want to be that guy who shows up like 10 minutes before close and is like, make me food. Oh God, I need to do more cardio and lay off the drunk cigs. But we made it. It is so cute in here. Oh my God, okay, so they have breakfast, they have chubby bites, they have sandwiches, and they have salads. I think I need the thick chick. It's deep fried chicken breast, cheese, bacon on a brioche with lettuce, tomato. The lobster Caesar. My thighs are as big as my pocket. It's a vibe in here. This is what I call a Tuesday afternoon. So Shakira is so busy. She's back making all the food herself with one other person. Her bestie Jerry right here is helping out. You own a travel agency, right?
I am. I own Gem Vacations
Okay.
in Runnymede, New Jersey.
Look at that, guys. Book your next travel through Gem Vacations. That is so sweet of you to come and help your friend. You're a real one.
When a sister is in need, I answer the call.
Yes.
So guess what? My clients, I put them on hold. They'll be there when I get back. But Miss Shakira needed help today.
I love it.
I heard the call, and I'm going to be here for my niece.
I love it. Yeah, she doesn't know it, but I'm tipping her $200 because as a Leo, I respect people who are real ass friends and show up for their friends. So she's getting some coin today. Blown away by the kindness. Oh my gosh, this is the lobster Caesar. This looks unreal. I think this is genuinely the best crouton I've ever had. All right, let's try the lobster. Yo, this is so good. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my God, the size of my head. All right, let's go for it.
How's that saying, friend?
Jerry? Jerry!
You can't come to Chubby Chicks and be on a diet.
Nope. You know it's a good portion when you have to fork and knife it. Come on. Don't cry, don't cry.
Honey,
we made friends today.
We did.
We did. This was amazing. Thank you so much.
Brand, thank you. You are a sweetheart. I thank you. Let's stay friends forever.
Of course, we will be.
Like, look,
you're my
good
travel
luck.
agent now.
And you got that right.
I'm here with Shakira, the owner of Chubby Chicks. This gets the brand flake stamp of approval. Come in, support the community. We love you. Thank you so much for an amazing lunch.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
That was so special for me. My dad owned a deli on G and Tioga Street in Kensington for 30 years. So anytime I see a small business trying to make it, that's in my nature. I'm a little emotional. That was such a good meal and just feels so good to connect with good people. Support your community when you can, you guys. Philly, I love you so much.
Whittier Cafe. Frappuccino. I don't even drink coffee. Fire. Not too sweet. Raspberry Danish. Very soft, warm inside. I just wish there was like more of that raspberry stuff. Some type of tea. If you're not a tea person, you won't like this. I do kind of like it because it's not sweet. Now, this is the same thing as a raspberry one, only it's a blueberry. Cheese Danish. I'm a sucker for cheese Danishes. Flaky and buttery. All berry smoothie. It's got all these berries that I'm about to put on the screen. I would like this to be a little bit sweeter. Don't drink this too fast or you'll get a brain freeze like I have right now. I'm just talking through it. Now, this is great if you don't like coffee like me.
Keyshawn Sharif right here with Naspora, formerly We Buy Black. Listen, everybody got to wipe their butt. The question is who you wiping with. What I got right here is Leafy Products based out of Columbus, Ohio. The wonderful brother sent us a whole pallet worth of their product, 2,000 rolls. But guess what? This product right here is going in everybody's essential black box. Inside of that box are all products that are based from our community, and these are essential items from toothbrushes to laundry detergent to obviously toilet tissue and many other products that we use and need every single day. So do the right thing. Click the link that you see around this video and get yourself the essential black box. Your brother in peace, Sharif.
What do we have here? Another fuck around and find out story. Now this is your time. Come on down, Jack Daniels. Come on down. So Jack Daniels, the same Jack Daniels who donated all his money to Trump campaign, the same Jack Daniels who's one of the first people to close their DEI programs, the same Jack Daniels who stole that recipe from a black slave named Nearest Green, the same Jack Daniels who donated bottles to Trump inauguration speech. So now Jack Daniels is fucking around and finding out the hard way. So Trump put tariffs on Canada, and Canada has responded by putting tariffs on the United States. And they took all their products that they were sending to the United States off the shelves, and Jack Daniels was one of them. Now Jack Daniels want to come out with a statement saying, due to these tariffs with Canada and United States, Jack Daniels would be devastated through all this bullshit. But these were the same Jack Daniels who ended their DEI programs first. Now they fuck around and finding out hard way. Today, Canada has took all their Jack Daniels products off the shelves. There will be no more Jack Daniels sold in the United States until these tariffs end. Now they want to scream and complain and bitch. But no, y'all wanted this Jack Daniels. And now y'all drink ain't even been in America.
And then you have the mitigated goal to bring something like this. When we fought these battles over, and now you're trying to start fighting them again. But I'm telling you, I ain't going back. I'm not going back. I am not going back. I try to get along and work with everybody, but I'm not going back. I'd rather be 6 feet in my grave than go back.
Do you feel like there's enough resistance on the street?
No, I do not.
Yeah.
I think that the resistance on the street, when you see one of the things we're talking about is doing a boycott against a single company, not talking about we're going to do it 10 days, 30 days. You boycott. I grew up in Operation Breadbasket. You boycott till you break them, or you make them do what you want to do. You don't put a timeline, because they'll just wait on you then. It's, we got 40 days. You need to break things down economically. None of these companies that we're studying, coming out with NAN, can survive a long boycott, because you find out who has a margin of profit, 4 or 5%, and their consumer dollars, 30% come from the black community, which means all you got to do is stop 7, 8 out of those 30 to not buy their product longer than they can operate in the red. That's how you do a boycott. That's what we're getting ready to do. So you don't want DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion? Fine. Then you shouldn't have a diversified consumer base. You can't have diversity in your selling, in your sales, but you don't want diversity in the C-suite. Then why are we buying from you? I can buy my stuff from somebody else, and that's what we're coming out this week on the companies that we're going after. And we're going to stay on them until we get them to turn around on this DEI thing.
You know, which companies? I was going to ask you.
I'm going to announce it at the end of the convention.
Okay.
That's one thing that...
and we're going to announce where we march every year, a big march, a couple 100,000 in Washington. We're going to do it somewhere else this year. I'm going to announce that on Saturday.
Is that due to the boycott?
It's going to be connected to economics. It's just an economic battle. We do not have the Senate. We do not have the House.
Hello, my people. Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Guys, did y'all watch the podcast? Yeah, you saw a few reviews there from the people who were looking forward to learning something from the Duchess of Sussex. And y'all heard everything that she said. Well, I'm making this video before posting, mixing the videos together. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get copyright for the little pieces where the Duchess of Sussex is talking to her friend. So if it does go through, y'all gonna be lucky to hear her. For the people who haven't gotten the chance to check the thing on the real podcast. And so, the Lemonada is also on TikTok, so go ahead and follow them. They have lots of podcasts on there, and one of them is Duchess' podcast. Yes. So all the women looking to build business, or the ones who already have their businesses, Guess what? We are all entrepreneurs out here. Yeah, we are all entrepreneurs out here. So we need all the advice we can get from the future Queen of England, Meghan SUSSEX. Yes. So it's exciting to have that podcast out. So you heard the Duchess of Sussex spoke about that preeclampsia diagnosis. You know, preeclampsia is like a terrible condition that occurs in pregnancy. Women usually get like a super high blood pressure that is really uncontrollably high. And, most of the times those people with preeclampsia kind of give birth to premature kids. But God is good. She had a healthy baby. And, all those ones, I believe, is just the complication from that royal family. Those people stressed that girl out and she didn't even want to live anymore. And so yesterday, since, the other day when the podcast came out and she spoke about that, oh my goodness, the tabloids got so mad that she had to talk about that. But it's okay for mambos to talk about any kind of condition during her pregnancy. Remember, she used to talk about the pregnancy, whatever, hyperemesis. I believe that's the term that they do call like the excessive vomiting during gravida hyperemesis. I tell you those words. I used to learn all of them together before. Yeah. So the nurses and the doctors come down here. Yes, I went to psych school, so y'all can come explain all those conditions better out here. So she used to talk about how she used to throw up. She vomited her whole pregnancy and couldn't eat, all those morning sicknesses and all those stuff. But guess what? When Meghan opens her mouth and shares with her friend who also suffered the same condition as her when pregnant, these people are mad. What do they want? Guys, tabloids, ugly faces, ugly hearts, ugly souls, ugly losers, all horrible, terrible losers. We do not need you here. Nobody called you. You are just looking for stuff to talk about. We are here. We are the Success Squad. We do not need your guys' coverage of anything of Meghan, okay? And we do not want you guys to purchase anything of hers because guess what? We can purchase all those goods ourselves. And right now here, we ran out. I saw one of the squatty little young girl. She's so mad. She's like, well, y'all, the 50-year-old women, y'all have like a life security, y'all got jobs, and I have to put in like 9 hours a day, and I do not have enough money. I got so distracted at work for a minute, and for some reason, y'all guys bought all those products and did not even leave one for me. She was literally mad. Mine, remember last time I came up here to complain about y'all guys' Success Squad? Mine, I was not mad. I was just joking. But this young girl, yeah, a little niece of ours, she was so mad. She's like, well, we 50 years old. We have all our lives together. Girl, baby girl, you gonna grow up. And we love you. And next time, y'all, please, if the products come out, please order 2 or 3 at a time and leave the rest for others because I saw all of y'all guys got all those boxes. But damn, this thing is good for your auntie Meghan SUSSEX to learn that she need to put more stuff out there. That Netflix people, they're also doing the good job with the advertising, and all the derangers are out here advertising the As Ever products. So little niece, listen, you are gonna get jammed this time. I don't know what her name is, but she's on TikTok. I'm going to post her video for y'all guys. That kid is so mad. I mean, yeah, she was literally mad like a pest that she couldn't get her auntie Success's jam and stuff. And she almost cried. That kid does a good job. She also cooks all Princess Megan's recipe, she does a good job. I felt sorry for that baby girl. Baby girl, don't be mad. We love you. I just thought it was so cute. Yeah, the Rangers out here running after Megan's product. They're out here running after her podcast. Everything she's sharing there, she's actually sharing those with us, the Success Squad. She's not sharing it with y'all guys. If it was for you, she wouldn't even be coming out here because she knows y'all hate her. Do you really think she really appreciates you sitting down there talk about everything that she does negatively and just spew your hate in the name of her family, her children, her husband, her self? She doesn't like y'all. Y'all need to sit down there and mind your damn businesses, okay? And leave this woman alone. Guess what? She is ours. Isn't that enough for y'all guys? Y'all say that she's all bad, she's all this, she's narcissist, she's this one. She is our narcissist. So we like her like that, and we want her to be more narcissistic more than she even is. That what you guys are portraying her to be. If that was me, baby, I'm telling you, if that was me, I take my gloves off. I call all them royals with them damn first name. I call Charlie Boy Charles. I call Bully Will. I call Mambo's Kate. I call everybody and curse y'all guys out. Y'all are so lucky, I'm telling you that. Y'all so lucky that you be messing up with Megan Success. Yeah, try me. Try me. You try me for a minute. I call you mama out. I resurrect your grandparents from them grave. I resurrect every single damn dead person in your damn family if you try me. And this one here, Dan Witten, did y'all see that he turned into Mary? Yeah, so he is Mary. He is Mary Witten. Mary Wooden. That's exactly what his damn name is. Every time I tell y'all guys, this guy ain't got no corpus spongiosum, corpus cavernosa. They're all of them twisted. That guy has more estrogen in his body more than I do. He has more progesterone in his damn body more than we do. I've been telling y'all guys this one here for a minute. Did y'all hear that? They came out here to expose him. He used to be on GB News. So that motherfucker went there and portrayed himself to be a girl. He went to all people that he was a girl. And he was fishing that profile, that lady's profile. I don't know if that girl is also the other side of the thing, but I don't know what the thing really is, why she would do what she did. That Mary Witten, yes, Mary Witten. He used to be Dan. Before that, Dan is just kind of masquerade that he kind of comes out here, tell y'all guys that he is a man, but for real, we know who he is. Yes, with that level of progesterone and estrogen body, that does not make you a man. Men actually have different hormone that is testosterone, which they don't have nothing on that. Yes, and he's telling y'all guys the truth behind a fake profile. And I wonder which profile is bullying him after on this internet, because I heard that guys he be fishing people too. I heard that dude is behind all this thing around here. He be doing lots of stuff. That bullying guy. Yeah, I wonder if he is a Susan, or he is also still in the closet. You know, nowadays lots of people are out in the closet down there. Lots of them people in closet. You know, all these people, you see all these Republicans in Congress around here, lots of them people are in closets. You know who told me about that? that brother, that the squaddies, we don't really like him that much, but because he's still our brother, sometimes I do I stop by and just to try to check his stuff. You know, back in the day, he said a bunch of stuff about the Duchess' success, about all those racism stuff. That's Don Lemon. Yeah, so Don Lemon said those Republicans, they be hitting on him. Lots of them are in closets, and lots of them be going to all those night parties, and those people, they be pulling them pants down. You know, those people, they be hitting on their brother. The brother used to work in his on CNN before. Remember Don Lemon? Yeah, that brother said them Republicans, those people be sitting down there behaving like they're homophobic and they hate the trans. They hate what do you call the drag queens? They hate gay men. But guess what, baby? Underneath everything down there, all of them are Karens, Susans, Beckys, all those, Sydney. They are all those. So that's what I'm telling you all, guys. Better have that confirmation. This Susan Wooden. Susan, Becky Wooden, Mary Wooden. That damn Wooden is a girl. And Williams is gonna come out here exposed. If it won't happen before he goes to visit his, he transitions to his maker, you're gonna know that before everything here. And this divorce is coming. With Mambos, that divorce is coming, is on the table already. Y'all be hearing all the rumors like this our wonderful brother, this white brother from the UK, the Minister of Hacks, Martin does tell y'all guys the media always knows more than we do. The media always knows more than we do. And so, one day they're going to tell you this bullying is actually anti-Susie. It's gonna come out here. Just watch. Dan Wooden is doing his part, and I can't wait for this court document to come out here so we could also help expose his filthy, terrible look and his twisted corpus cavernosa. That guy is terrible. But guess what? Don't worry yourself. I'm going to keep myself on the streets of social media. I'm going to find some more information about him so we could also take him around here and walk around and run with his new name, Mary Wooden, on a little piece of paper and hand it to everybody around the streets of UK. That guy is a woman. Yeah, you know the way he talks. And nowadays he became best friends with the lady boy, with the boy C. But boy C became friends with Wooden. Nowadays they just talking about Megan's jam. Megan said that jam is her jam, and it's actually raspberry spread. And when it says a spread, it's really not a jam that you're gonna see with the consistency of a heaviness of whatever y'all guys talking about. She told y'all guys this is a spread, and the squaddies, we love it, and the people who love Megan love her product. We're not asking for your little minimum wage salaries to purchase anything that belongs to Megan. We don't need y'all guys. You know how many million people in this America? And all of them like Megan, except a few of these white ladies, racist ones with a twisted everything in them, them being in the twisted, terrible, ugly souls. Those ones have issues. But the ones with good heart, those white ladies, you see them here, our beautiful white sisters. Yeah, you see my few friends that I work with here, very wonderful white people with heart of gold. I have aunties who are white with heart of gold, the beautiful women who took care of me and helped to raise me. Yeah. So y'all, all these racists, go with your damn racists and shove it down your damn throat. Y'all terrible, ugly souls. Go to hell. I talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. Please go subscribe to Isabella Bax channel. That's Weezy's channel. It's called Isabella Bax channel. I do post some of her videos on my page here. We need to get this sister to 10,000 subscribers. And we need to go to my brother Baron's channel, which is called the Royal Success. Let's go there and hit that subscribe button. Let's get my brother that silver plate. He's close to 70,000 subscribers. You know, if we do take those videos, take my videos, Weezy's videos, Isabella Banks, and the Royal Success videos for this month, and share them through all other platforms where we're visiting, we can get more subscribers down here. Yes, we can. And mine here, I have issues with views. Y'all not watching my videos and y'all not sharing my videos. That's why nobody's watching my videos. Y'all need to spread the word. Yeah, you need to spread the word. So, and I'm going to talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. I love you. Y'all take care for now. Bye-bye.